To say that Pokemon Go is popular is kind of an understatement. Since it came out, it's been in the top of the Apple Store and the Android market, and for good reason. It's fun. And depending on where you go, it seems like everybody's playing. Now, if you haven't played Pokemon Go yet, the general objective of the game is to get outside and to walk around to varied geographical locations to try and find and collect Pokemon. And once you've done this enough, you start to level up. And once you reach level 5, you can start taking those Pokemon and battling in gyms. But before your first battle, you have a very important and irreversible decision that you need to make. Which team do you join? Which team did you choose?
I chose Team Mystic.
Valor.
The blue team.
I chose Team Mystic. I chose Team Instinct.
Okay, I picked Team Valor.
I choose Team Blue, Team Mystic.
Team Mystic.
Valor.
You can join Team Instinct, whose mantra is to follow your gut and trust in your Pokemon. Team Mystic is cool and collected and about intellect and logic. Or Team Valor, who hail to the belief of the power of the Pokemon. Now, while the decision of which team to join doesn't greatly affect gameplay, and while many places are stating that it doesn't really matter which team you choose, people have become very, very passionate about which team they're on. And while most of these passions only manifest themselves in things like funny memes or snarky quips towards other teams, some have even gone to the length of public affirmation and vandalism. The comparison for who's on what team is already pretty drastic, which helps to fuel all of said manifestations. So far, 43% of people have chose Team Mystic, 32% have joined Valor, and the underdog Instinct has pulled in only about 25% of players. And if you've been out and about enough and have seen enough gyms, those discrepancies are very apparent, as most gyms are either dominated by Mystic or Valor. But with almost half of Pokemon Go players choosing Team Mystic, you have to ask, why is Mystic so popular? Is it that Mystic's color is blue? And worldwide and, well, humanity-wide, most people's favorite color is blue?
I chose Team Mystic.
Alright, and why?
Because I like the color blue.
Or could it be something more predictable than that? Like a marketing research study that showed when people are given a choice between 3 different options, most people go for the middle one. Like picking out a cell phone plan or figuring out which package is right for you. Most people want the compromise. Whichever the case for comparison, Mystic's popularity might be solely due to the fact that it's in the middle. The argument there being that if Valor had been in the middle, most people would have chosen that. Or if Instinct had been in the middle, most people would have joined that team. In trying to explain Pokemon Go's popularity, one idea that's been thrown out there is the idea of FOMO.
I was at a retreat with a whole bunch of high schoolers, and other leaders who were 10 years older than me started playing. So I figured if I had people who were older than me and younger than me, then I probably should go ahead and check this thing out. So FOMO.
Or fear of missing out. It has been suggested to be one of the driving forces behind why so many people want to play this game. This driving factor is also attributed to the psychological influence that our friends have over us, or associated with something called the herd mentality. If people's friends are playing, if everyone they know is playing, then they'll want to play too. Do you have a lot of friends that play Pokemon Go?
Yes.
What team are they on?
The same one. Most of them are on Valor. The only one I know that's not is my little sister. And she's on Mystic. So I'm like, why? She doesn't know why.
I have a lot of friends with my church that pick Mystic, and so I wanted to be on the same team as them.
Yeah. Why did you pick Valor?
Because my boyfriend's with me too. My husband made me.
People don't want to miss out on an experience, or being part of a group, or collecting a legendary. Even if something is a fad that only lasts as long as, say, Pogs. The fear of missing out is a driving force to participate, to experience what everyone else is experiencing. There is one more factor to consider when thinking about the popularity of Pokemon Go. Nostalgia.
What made you want to play Pokemon Go in the first place?
For nostalgic reasons.
Definitely passionate about it when I was younger, and I really like the idea that it gets you outside.
Studies on nostalgia shows that it raises optimism, it strengthens approach orientation, evokes inspiration, boosts creativity and inspires people to be social. A lot of adults that play Pokemon Go because they grew up with Pokemon, whether it was the cartoon series or the card game or the video games. Nostalgia for that time playing or watching Pokemon as a kid is a strong force, and one that has a lot of adults running alongside younger players trying to catch them all. And if you don't buy into the idea of FOMO, or the middle choice popularity, or the power and influence of friends, and even if you push all of that aside, Pokemon Go's popularity may just be due to the fact that it's a fun game. And it's a game that forces you to get outside. I mean, parents gotta love that, right? In the meantime, I'll be out running around trying to figure out how to flick that Pokeball so it actually hits right. And you can find me out with the rest of the Pokemon players. That is, at least until Zelda Go comes out. As for myself, I actually haven't chosen a team yet. I think I know which team I'm gonna pick, but I haven't quite decided. Which team do you think I should join? You should leave a comment and let me know.